Newsday says home prices are falling. So why does it feel like the opposite? I want to talk about an article in today's Newsday because the headline on the cover, Long Island Home Prices Fall, doesn't really paint the right picture. So there's a new report from Miller Samuel. They're an appraisal firm that comments a lot on things on the island. And they say that for the first time since 2013, the median home price here on Long Island fell down to $575,000 compared to the first quarter of 2022 when it was at $580,000. So it sounds scary until you realize that the median price only fell $5,000 or 0.9%. In comparison, that same median price number is up 27.8% since the same time frame in 2020. And understand, last year the quarter one rate for 30-year fixed mortgages was 3.82, and this year, during the same time, it was 6.37%. So you would expect that some buyers would fall out of the market, and transactions are down about a third from last year. But as Jonathan Miller, the CEO of Miller Samuel, notes, this is the exit from a boom, he says, and typically in an exit, we would have expected a surge in inventory and a drop in prices as a result. But that's not what happened. In fact, he says, inventory remains stubbornly low. And as anyone who's gone out looking for properties over the last month has noticed, there are definitely not many houses on the market. At the end of last month, there were only about half the amount of new homes for sale as we saw in 2020 at the same point. And last quarter, 1 out of every 3 homes sold, they went for over the asking price, which, as I'm sure you realize, means a bidding war happened. Look, just because we've retreated from the highs of the most extreme seller's market in U.S. history doesn't mean that housing is going to crash. It's merely correcting back to a normal seller's market. We're also beginning to see some stability with rates. Yeah, they bounce up and down, but they've been solidly between 6 and 7% for roughly the last 8 months. Now that said, rates are the biggest reason right now for our current lack of inventory. A lot of people who would ordinarily be ready to move on, they feel like they're locked in because they've got rates in the 2s and the 3s. As a result, boomers are the largest group of home sellers right now because most of them own their own homes outright or they have very little balance left on their mortgages. Generation X is also beginning to sell as they start to become empty nesters and they can trade down or relocate to other places due to the large amounts of equity that they have. It's not freeing up that many homes yet, but it's been lucrative for the people who have been brave enough to step out there. I hope this gives you a better feel for what's going on out there. If you think that this might help someone that you know, share it with a friend or maybe go to my YouTube channel, hit like and subscribe, which also helps us reach more people. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or call or text me. Till next time, I'm Ian Lozada, Keller Williams Realty Elite.